Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do one of these popular whiteboard animations that you see everywhere, where they're actually drawing out the artwork. And it's very, very easy here in Blender. But we're going to set it up, and we're going to do this animation so that I can show you how to set up some guides. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Start up a new 2D grease pencil scene. And let's go ahead. The first thing I'd like to do, go to object mode, go to the add menu. Let's add an image. Image is planes because we want this image to render. And I'm going to go to my desktop, and it's right here. And it's that I just went online and grabbed this image. Not a big deal, really, guys. So I'm going to scale it to right about there. Move it down just a little bit. And in fact, you don't even have to put an image back there. I'm just doing it so that it looks a little bit better. And I am going to turn on some stuff here in the outliner. Go to the filter button, and I like to turn on this selectable icon and the print icon or the render icon. And so here we have it. This is the image 42,145, and I am going to click this off. That way we cannot select it anymore. We can't select it. All right, cool, because we clicked selectable off. All right, the next thing I'd like to do is type in what we want to write, only as a template or as a guide, so that we can actually draw the letters a little bit better than we would if we just freehand them. Now you could just write them freehand or even handwritten, longhand, but I'm not that good at drawing. So what I'm like to do is type them out, boom, boom. I'm gonna say whiteboard animation, and then we're gonna doodle some little sketches here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add text, and you don't see anything because it's facing up. So if you go to this panel options, what we can do is the rotation, go 90 on the X, and that will rotate it, and now you can see it. And if you need to make it a little larger, we can. All right, cool, there it is. And so if you notice, it's behind, we can't see it because it's behind this whiteboard. I'm gonna hit 0. Let's move this whiteboard. Now we can't select it because it's unselectable, but if you click this, we can now select it. And let's move it back a little bit. Somebody was asking me, how do you arrange the items? Well, simply you just move this back, hit 0, and it's now behind everything. We might have to scale it up a little bit, just because we moved it back right there. And now lock it again. Here we are with our text. Let's type something else. Let's go to edit mode. I'm going to hit delete or backspace, and let's type whiteboard. Whiteboard. Let's go to the properties, and let's go to paragraph alignment, and let's center the alignment. And let's go to font, size it down, and let's change the font. Let's change the font. Click on the folder, and I've downloaded a font from the internet, and it's on my desktop, and it's called Timeline. There it is, and then open font. Boom, there it is. And if you want to know the website, It's 1001freefonts.com, and I just chose this timeline one. All right, let's get back to the... So I like that font and I like the placement. Let's go to edit mode and let's place it wherever we want this word to be, right there. And now let's go to another one. Let's go ahead and add text, another text. Remember, it's laying flat on its back, so we have to rotate it 90 on the X. There it is. And for this one, you need to go to edit mode, hit the delete key or the backspace, and let's write animation. This one, I like the font. It's nice and thin. We're gonna leave it. We're going to size it down, and then we're going to center justify. Here in the alignment, center justify, and go back to object mode, and then maybe move it down just a little bit. It'll be whiteboard animation. And right here at the bottom, we're just going to draw a couple of little doodles, little drawings, symbols, so that we can animate even more stuff. So that's all we need for the template. Let's go ahead and start drawing. We're going to add a grease pencil object, a blank grease pencil object. There it is. Here it is. And then I'm going to call this one, let's call this whiteboard. Here it is, whiteboard. And we're going to leave it there. But let's go ahead and add another one. Add grease pencil, blank. This one, let's call this animation. And then let's add another one. Grease pencil, blank. This one we'll call drawings. The next thing I'd like to do in each of these grease pencil objects, for example, this whiteboard, this one, where we are going to draw this word out, you know that there are no materials. So let's create a material. We're going to do this in black. So the stroke is a line and black. That's good. In fact, well, let's just call it black. In the animation grease pencil, again, there is no materials. So let's add one, and we'll call this blue. And you can choose any color you want. I just want to change it up a bit. We'll make it like a dark blue. And then in the drawings, I like to use several different colors. So I'm going to add one. We'll call this red. And change the color to red. Here and here. There. And then I'm going to add another one. Add. New. Then we'll call this one blue. And we'll change it to blue. Add another one. Click. We'll call this one black. Remember, we are in the black and the blue one are in the other grease pencil objects. This one will stay in this one. And then one last one. We'll do this one maybe a green. We'll call this one green. Cool. And so all there is now to do is to draw. And so I'm going to zoom in on this. And we'll start drawing here. One thing that you do have to keep in mind is that you have to draw in the order you want the animation to be. So for example, I'm not going to draw the W and then the E and then the... If that's the order that I want them, that's the order that I should draw them in. So I just want mine to go in order. So I'll draw the W first, and then the H and the I, T in order. Draw in the order that you want the animation to be. So in this animation, in the whiteboard, grease pencil object is where I want this whiteboard drawing to be. So I am going to go to its properties and add a layer. And this will be my lines layer. They'll all be lines. And so I am going to go to draw mode. I am going to go to, we only have one material, so the black is fine. The radius, the strength, I'm going to put it up to 1. And the radius, it's up to you, however thin or thick that you want that marker to be. So I'm going to bump it up to about maybe 40. See what that looks like. Maybe, I like it. All right, so I'm going to draw this out, guys. Very, very easy. Just follow along the letter. And since it's a whiteboard and it's a hand-drawn type of a feel, I'm not going to worry about too much about like doing straight lines or making it's a whiteboard. You know, people grab the marker and then just start drawing. Notice that my line kind of interacts with this text, and so therefore I'd like to move this text back a little just so that it does not interfere with that line. I'm going to move this animation one again. Click 0. And I didn't like that. I'm going to undo. I'm going to delete this. Go to, I can also, all these two text, I'm going to lock them so we don't select them. And then this one, I am going to select all of the lines and delete them. I forgot to do one thing. I'm going to go back to draw mode. Here I am in draw mode. I've got everything. I've got my radius, my strength, my material. I just forgot to grab a pen because I was sketching in pencil. That's why we got the gray. So let's try this again. I am using a tablet. I'm using my Wacom Cintiq tablet. The way you want this drawn out is the way it will draw it. So W first, and then the H, the I, so on and so forth. There it is. Hey guys, I'm going to draw this. I'm going to speed up the video, and then I'll see you on the other side. So we've got that drawn in. I am going to select my animation grease pencil object. Make sure that I've selected it. This is the whiteboard. I'm going to lock it. And then I'm going to select my animation one. And then draw the animation. I'll speed up the video and I'll see you on the other end. And there's our first word. Here it is, whiteboard. And then there's our second word, animation. And we can choose to not show the text anymore. We can delete them if we want. And then underneath here, we've got the drawings that we're going to do. So I am going to select those drawings. Oops. Object, drawings, and in fact, animation, I'm going to lock it. And so I'm going to draw here, and I am going to create a new layer, and then another layer. This layer, this top layer, I'm going to just call it guides. And then we're going to delete it here in a minute. And then this layer will be drawing. Or lines. Here we go. So on the guides, what I'd like to do is maybe draw a box where I want these icons to be. Maybe here. I want these icons to be about right there. And then maybe draw a center line. This center line should be around right here. And so this guide layer, I'm going to bring down the opacity. And then I can start drawing now on the guides. So let's go ahead and get these done. Grab the pen tool. Make sure it is a pen, not a pencil. All right, we're going to go to maybe the blue ink. 40, which is this, strength at 100. And we're going to, since we are going to do 4 of them, maybe let's do one right about here. We're going to do the light bulb. Let's do like a light bulb. We've got like this, and then we've got a couple little lines, and then it's turned on like an idea. Let's go to the green color. Here we go. Boom. And let's draw an arrow. We'll do a 3D arrow. There we go. Let's go to the black one and let's draw, I don't know, a Mickey Mouse. We'll start with his head, the ear, the head, and the other ear. And then let's go to the red one and let's draw a heart. And then do a little heart right here, and then maybe another one right here. Cool. And so we've got our drawings. Maybe we could select this. Oops. Select this, and then move it over a little bit. I'm just trying to arrange them a little bit better. Select all of them, and then move them over right about there. Cool. And here we go, guys. Now we're getting ready to go ahead and animate. I am going to select my whiteboard. Here we go, this whiteboard. I'm in object mode, and I'm going to add a modifier, and it's the build modifier. You notice that it goes away, because if you hit play, it will automatically render that puppy. Not a big deal. It renders in 100 frames. I have it selected, and here's the modifier. It's sequential. Transition is to grow. The start delay is if you want to delay it, how many frames do you want to delay? And how many frames does this animation take? It's 100 frames. You could do a custom range here, from and to. I'm just going to make it 100 frames. Let's see the speed of it. Okay, I like that. Let's move on to the next one. Animation. I'm still under object mode. And let's add that modifier, build. You see that it goes away. This one might have a delay. I want it to start when whiteboard is almost done, maybe at frame 80. So let's delay it to 80. And of course, I don't want this to go more than like 50 frames because it's a lot less. Let's try this. Let's try this, guys. So I'm going to hit play. Boom. And as soon as about, there we go. I like that when this word is finishing up, animation starts up. And we're going to do the same with the doodles. As soon as animation is ending, we're going to start the right at about 115 drawings. Let's add the modifier, build, sequential, grow, start, delay as 115, and I'm going to keep it at like maybe 75 frames is the speed. So this is how long it's going to take, and this is when it's supposed to start. So let's go all the way back, hit play, watch that whiteboard get built, and then the animation, and then the doodles. And that's it, guys. Now, if you want to take it one further, you don't have to do this, but if you wanted to take it a little further, you could add, I had a video a while ago on the wiggle effect, and it's really a noise modifier. We can add a noise modifier to this, and so I'm going to take it way down, just 0.05, and then the scale, take it up a little bit, and let's hit play. See what that looks like. And you can see it wiggle a little bit. And if that's to your liking, you can add it to all of them. Let me add it to animation. It is a noise modifier. We're going to take the position down, way down, and then the scale, crank it up a little bit. And then also the drawing. Add this noise modifier, take the position way, way down, and then pump up the scale just a little bit. And then let's hit play again. There it is, and you can see it moving. Boom, 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 and it's done. We're done, guys. One thing that you need to remember to do is either not print these text files or simply just get rid of them. You can click on it and delete it, hit the delete key. For example, this, just hit delete, delete. That way it won't print. And here in this drawings grease pencil object, remember we had that guides layer. And of course we don't want that, so just select it and hit delete. Boop, that's it. And go ahead and render an image and see if it renders correctly, and it does. Zoom out, and then everything renders properly. We're done. Hey guys, if you liked the video, click the like button and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.